How's it going, guys? So I don't have a ton of time tonight to stream because I forgot that I have to do something pretty important. And I remembered as I went live, so I was like, damn it. But I figured we can be live for a minute. You know, just a short little work on some Pokemon stuff, you know? Oh. Well, what's up then? Yeah, hi. Hi. We're just gonna see if we can get through some of these rogue Mega Evolutions. Meowdy can't stay. Cam is kidnapping me. Is he taking you to the ARAM battlefield? I would imagine. I have to try and sleep. Oh, I see. You have a great night. I have to be up at like 3:30 a.m. to head to the airport. Oh, I got you. That is so damn early. I'm not the kind of person that can wake up to go to the airport that early. I would have to stay up, which sucks, and I don't recommend it at all, but that is absolutely what I would have to do, or I would fail otherwise. I know this to be true. What are my Skarm's stats even? I haven't even looked. Attack up, special defense down. Okay. Pretty decent defense. If anything, I'm taking him to the Rift. Convince him not to sleep to play League. Huh, I see. So genius. Can I give you some, like... Can I give you some candies? How do you feel about Mega Skarmory? I actually really like it a lot. I was really excited when I saw it. I like the giant talons. I like that it's gold. I was pretty hype. I was big fan. The Pokemon ZA trailer fucked my stream streak. Oof, sorry Cam. You can, if you watch the VOD, you'll get it back, I thought. Isn't that what they did? That's what I thought they did, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been too long. Ah, shoot. Yeah, they just changed it recently, so if you miss a stream where you would have had a streak, if you watch part of the VOD, then you can earn your streak back, I think. It was something like that. Something along those lines. Let's see. Very, like, well-rounded. I didn't realize he just has a neutral nature too. Defense up, attack down. I mean, that's not horrible for Starmie, but our special attack is not good. We just probably need to get a new Starmie anyway. I wanted to shiny hunt for one. Not that we're gonna be doing that tonight. But, you know. You can watch the next stream, I think, too. You have a chance. You need to watch 5 minutes of the VOD within 24 hours to maintain the streak. Oh, okay. It means I have to watch your VODs and don't get paid enough for that. Hey, fair enough. Alright, I don't blame you. Let's see, because we have to fight... Who are the other ones? I think it's Hawlucha and... Who was it? Hawlucha? Tyranitar. Okay. Hawlucha and Tyranitar. We could bring the Raichus for Hawlucha. That wouldn't be terrible. Bring the Raichus for Hawlucha and... Carbador's level 65. That's nice. Oh yeah, it's the alpha ones. I forgot. Forgot about that. Bring Stunfisk too. Shouldn't be that bad. Let's try it. It depends on the gap between streams. I think it generally works if someone streams every day. Ah. Which I don't do. Unfortunately. Ooh, I should have changed your moveset, Raichu. Okay, that's nice. A little bit of Mega Essence. Only having Thunder is... Well, I guess we would play rough too, but... This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. I forget that that Fairy is super effective against fighting. But they're not Mega Raichus yet, unfortunately. Well, actually, I don't think this one's gonna get a Mega. It's a Alolan. Alolan Raichu's so cute though, just surfing along the battlefield. Hi Z-Dog. Dude, you've been getting so many shinies. I've been peeping them in the Discord. Thunders. They're not stationary enough for this. This is going to take me so long. No. Alright, well, it was kind of about time. I should have given... Damn. I did this again. Like, I even looked at his moves, Stunfisk moves. I was like, this should be fine. What was I thinking? But look at, hold on, this is satisfying. Watching Stunfisk just like bounce around. Guys, I've not even made a dent. We're not even like a quarter into this. Oh my god. Mega evolve your stuns. I've made a dire mistake. Gotta mega evolve somebody. Holy. Dude, that meme edit that I made of Feraligatr doing the instant transmission Kamehameha wave, I had all these people telling me, why does he have Hydro Pump? His special attack sucks. Guys, it's just I wasn't playing him competitively, it was just what he had. It just looks like the Kamehameha wave, please. I just thought it was funny. It was just a joke. I know, we're combating each other, Cam. They're like, that move's not competitively viable. And I'm like, I know. It's just for fun. He does, as I'm saying that, he still has Hydro Pump on him right now. XD. Uh-oh. I'm about to be found out. They're like, why not liquidation? I know, I'm an idiot. I just thought it looked really funny. Yes, mitigate the damage there. He has Aqua Jet. That's the instant transmission part, remember? Broadly Manders over here. I guess I should have just been using Feraligatr the whole time, huh? Like, what am I messing around with all these other Pokemon for? Let's just give you one of these, buddy. Locking in right now. That took so long with every other Pokemon. Okay, so I guess there is some sort of method to the madness of using Megas against Megas. I suppose I should buy into the thought process now. A resounding victory. Okay, so now it's just T-Tar. So let's be a little bit smarter with our decisions. Tyranitar, Tyranitar. I fought a rogue Mega Kangaskhan, but I don't think I got the item. Let's look. That would be so sick if I did. Oh, I have Tyranitrite. Wait, that's cool. I could bring... Oh wait, let's just put frickin' Bois on the team. When in doubt. That's the guy. Oh wait, no, hold on. Hold on. I just monologued about this the whole fight and then I just wasn't gonna change the moves again. Really incredible work by me. Ooh, I could teach you dig? Might be good. I like rollout though. We could sword stance. Let's sword stance instead of iron defense. We'll be a little more aggressive. Skarmory. I like what I have on Skarmory actually. But Starmie. Starmie. Brother. Nah, we're fine. That was the main one anyway. I bought the DLC for Legends EA and pre-ordered the Switch 2 edition for Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's a Switch 2 edition for Animal Crossing New Horizons? I know that. Oh yeah, look at all the scales on Tyranitar. He looks so textured. Hold on. Pause. My dog is outside. One moment. Let me get him. Be right back. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, this is obviously just the move. Hi, Cinder. Are you outside, buddy? I'm just biting, standing next to him. Munch. Munch. moves. Whenever you're not locked on and you go to hit the top move, you'll just immediately go to Mabel's research, and it's so jarring. Go get him, boy. Hey, Blonde. Hi, Kenichi. Oh, shoot. Didn't Mega Evolve in time. So scary. Why did he teleport? Oh my god. Peachy, I'm doing so good. I can't be on super late tonight because I have to unfortunately finish some tax stuff, as always. I feel like that's what I'm always doing. But I wanted to hop on and do some of these and see if we could progress the story a little bit. I hope you're doing well. How are you? I forgot how good Scolipede is in this fight, actually. With Megahorn. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I didn't know if I could do it. Wait, we can't confuse Ray. Come, Starmie, come here! Oh my god. Confuser doesn't do anything to this guy. Can you dig? Oh my god, come on. Excadrill, hurry! Hurry. Holy shit. I gotta stand like kinda near Tyranitar for his bulldoze to go up. Come on, dig. There we go. Oh my god. Oh man, I was originally gonna say you had to do tax stuff as a joke, and it turns out that's actually what you're doing. Yeah, I'm sorry to say too. I'm as well as can be, hanging out tonight, doing some early Black Friday shopping, trying to decide what to play. Awesome. That's great! You're truly impressive to have soundly defeated 3 Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon on your very own, even if they were simulations. I guess it was pretty impressive. Yes? What is it? Understood. So the flying object we believe to be Yveltal has finally reached the borders of Lumio City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert. I suppose you overheard all that you needed to. Yveltal has arrived. It appears to be headed to the roof of the Rogue District's Galerie de la Lune. Yveltal is said to be able to absorb life force. It represents death itself, meaning that simply defeating it in battle won't be enough. It'll just recover and fly into a rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it. Sweet. Hey, Komodo, how's it going? Your hair looks so cool. What the hecky? Thank you. My hair's been driving me crazy today. Thanks. That makes me feel better. Okay, we got to go get Yveltal. About to pass out, to be honest. Well, I hope you have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if do I have any mods in here? David, are you in here? Can you shout out Komodo, please? Guys, this is my friend Komodo. He is also a VTuber, and he is a lot of fun. He's like, I swear, he makes me laugh so hard. He's good people. Definitely go check out his stream. I just flew to the same place. Am I losing my mind? But what is this one? Oh, this is Yveltal. Okay, I see. I am understanding. I'm not a mod. Okay, hold on. I got this. I got this. I know how to be a streamer. Boom. You're gonna love Yveltal. And, oh, animations in this game. Ooh, I'm excited. Yay. Show him to me. Mods be slacking. David who I don't pay. David who does free labor. Should we just take a peek in Area Zone 20 really fast and just see if there's any cool alphas in here? You know, just a peeksies. Ooh. That's a pretty cool alpha. Oh, Dragonite is so cute. Girl. Wait. Did I hear her? No, I think maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. I thought that maybe I heard the shiny alert, but I don't think so. Uh-oh. Safeguard? Heliolisk, can you fuck off? Sorry. Why would he quit aiming at me? I'm not even talking to you. No one's looking at you. Man, I need to play this game again. It's been like 2 weeks. Do it. Do it and see what you find. Okay, never mind. I don't care about the Dragonite anymore. I'll get another one. I'll get my own Dragonite. I'll get my own Dragonite and I'll raise it from Dratini. As God intended. Okay, hold on. We need to change the fit up though if we're gonna go fight Yveltal. I feel like that's important. Maybe we gamer it out. I do really like my outfit. I can't lie. Wait. Get my combat boots on. Important stuff here. Yeah, we gotta get serious. I don't think I have any color variations of any of this stuff. I didn't realize. Oh, you can change. Hold on. You can change your eyelash colors too. That's super fun. I'm not going to change mine off of pitch black, but that is cool. You can have lipstick? How did I miss this? Wow. This wasn't here in the beginning, was it? Oh yeah, okay. I have my beauty spot, of course, of course. Dark circles! But of course. I can even look like I don't get any sleep here. I fucked it up and I didn't do anything. Okay, we're changing the vibe again. Okay, what did I just do? Yes. Yes, and dark circles. Confirm this time. There we go. Okay. Where am I headed? What did Mabel need me to do? Oh, her analysis. Right. Okay, now we can go here. Hello, Casey. It's going good. It's going very good. We're getting a haircut as well. Sorry, this is very important. To the salon. Where's the salon? Okay. We gotta get our bangs out of our face for a moment. Very important. We gotta be able to look Yveltal in the eyes. Ooh. This hairstyle is just so undefeated. I don't know how am I supposed to pick anything else. Love it. Yep, yep. All right. Off we go. I just keep running in circles. Keep checking, like, where do I need to go? Oh, yeah. That'll be $300. Wait a minute. Is it in here? I thought it was on top of the building. Oh. Can I get on top of this? How do I get on top of this building? Oh. A little pet rat. Why is this such a maze? My God. Wait, you can't even enter through there either. Hold, wait. So do I have to go? Hold on, I have to go up here. And then I need to drop down. I see. I see. This damn cutscene. Thank you very much. Let me out. Swirlix. Cutie pie. I don't think I've actually ever been up here yet. Well, I mean, clearly, I didn't even know that you could go up here. Oh. Wait. I know I heard one. I know I heard something. Like little Weedles and stuff. I swear I heard it. Oh, wait. Actually. Let me save. Be smart. Maybe not? It really sounded like it. I don't know if it would go off again, though. Oh, I got a downstone. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just hearing things. It really sounded... I got a rare candy from that? I didn't know you could get rare candies from these. Okay, well, who knows what I heard. I guess I didn't hear frickin' anything. Oh, wait. Okay, go over here. Good job, Heracross. What do I do? Oops. Oh, hello. Oh, why am I over here? Okay. why would it put me back over here? I was like, oops. Like, I'm scared. I've got to go back over here. I like his little pose on the ground. I don't think I've ever seen the Yveltal landed. We've detected Yveltal's life force. I suppose you must have found it. Yveltal is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. I trust you will take care. And you know you've got to catch it, right? It's a big job, but you ought to be up to it. He looks nice. Looks very nice. Oh. Yeah, my bad. He just starts with an Oblivion Wing. See the dodge? Did you see the dodge with the Mega Evolution? Hurry! Hurry! We're in so much danger. It restored HP off of me too? That's crazy. Can I just throw one of these? Yeah, you know, that's fair. Get him, bird. Climb. Oh, whoops. Oh my god, weird. Look at how he walks. That's so cool. Oh, you weren't kidding. Wait, he looks amazing. A little freak. There we go. That's my bug. Uh-oh, don't psychic him. He just does really bad with that. Hurry! Oh wait, I forgot. I was supposed to catch him. Okay. Whoops. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, his little march towards you. That was awesome. You never stop surprising me. To think that you'd be able to conquer even Yveltal. I just wanted to protect Lumiose. I'm kind of surprised myself. Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, sending one down paths that lead only to defeat. What are you going on about now, Grizz? Ah, nothing. Nothing at all. Just thinking how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against our friend here, who has subdued Lumiose's mightiest Pokemon. Seriously? If there's a point here, would you mind getting to it? My point is that only my old fixation upon restoring our honor held me captive to the past. And now I'm focused wholly on becoming the greatest I can be. A better goal, I rather think. Yeah, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I prefer the look that you get on your face when you're focused in battle. You almost look good. Whoa, flirty. I think I also maintain a nice expression when I'm dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, are we ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup of full props to you. I swear it's not just dregs we couldn't sell today. Hello, Ralts. doing over here? Okay. The anomalous alpha Pokemon. What? And what would that be? I need to go. I don't. Isn't that just. I don't know what she wants from me. Defeat the anomalous alpha Pokemon that appeared in Wild Zone 3, 5, 3, 5, and 9. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. We'll go 5 first. Flirting with a man that's a creamsicle ponytail mutton chop combo is quite bold. She's into it. Oh my god. What do you mean Galade's here? Just throw a regular Pokeball at him. Oh my god, sorry. Sorry, my bad. Oh. Holy. Listen. The sword's dancing. Oh my god. He puts his arm up. He's like, ah! Stop throwing those at me. The Bellsprout. He's like, run for your life! Locking onto him. Try it again. Come on, buddy, get in the bowl. Thanks, Jeremy. Oh, we got him! Hooray! Oh. Wait. The random Ampharos in Area Zone 16? Oh, that's not part of the mission. It was 3, 5, and something else, right? That's Steelix. Wait. Need to... Let's heal up our Pokemon real fast. Imagine Bois trips and loses the 1 HP. Bois would never trip. He is an athlete. God, that would be so funny. What's happening? Oh. He doesn't want to be caught right now, I see. I'm stuck? Jeremy? Oh. I hit the bush? Oh my god. This is not good. Excuse me. Oh Okay, you resist ground. Kind of. Get him. We are in trouble. We're in trouble. My timing is not great right now. It is not very good. Holy. Why is he sweeping? Damn. Alright, buddy. We have to res somebody. Bring him back. Oh, I gunk shotted. It's over. I'm a fool. Oh, shoot. Okay, okay, okay. We can do this. Maybe. Well, we took care of him. Even if we don't get to catch him. Sad. Sad. That's okay. There'll be more opportunities. It was 3, 5, and... There's gotta be a faster way to do this. I just messed up. 3, 5, and 9. Okay. I should try and catch a carbink while I'm here too. Wow, there's not a Pokemon Center. It's even close by. It's so rude. Thanks, buddy. See you later, sleepy Nurse Joy. Oh. Hi guys. Pardon me. There's Kadabras up here? Are they just practicing their psychic abilities? Okay. Nice, we caught one. Perfect. Get him. Miss Charlie, are you waking up bright and early tomorrow for the Poketopia thing? I'm going to try. I'm going to sincerely try my best. I don't think this is the rogue one. I think this is just the regular one that's usually here. Yeah, that one was not very difficult, so I'm gonna think that's just the regular one. I'll be ready to go at 3:30 a.m. Unfortunately true. Oh! The panda's on the roof. The panda is on the roof. Who put him there? We get over there. I think she sees me. Oh. All right, crisis avoided. Excellent. Can't be mad about that. Okay, this is good that we came here, actually. There's so many of these. Got a lot of megastones to try and get, so very important. Okay, well now that we did that, who's fighting us? Now we should be able to go back to Mabel and then get Xerneas? Hopefully. Whoops. I'm not yelling at anyone this time. That's nice. Well, here's my little star researcher. See, tackling my task has trained you up to handle just about anything, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I would say. Now then, looking at the data you collected, we're basically headed for disaster. Xerneas, the one that gives life, is beyond a doubt drawing close to Lumio City. We can probably infer that the crisis with the tower triggered this behavior. What is she doing? The excessive mega power from the tower caused rogue mega evolution. If Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has command of basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's only one way to make sure we avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught. It looks on track to appear in Wild Zone 11. And once it appears there, it'll be a problem for some outstanding trainer to deal with. By which I obviously mean you and not me. Aye aye, Mabel. Whatever you say, ma'am. What the? Don't give your little brother a wedgie? What the hell? Why are you like a Disney bully? Xerneas is here? The water place with the Stunfisk and the Gyarados? What are they doing over here? Let's just do a quick little savesies. This Wild Zone is so aggro. No, did I go to the wrong side? No. Okay, we'll just go around. Wait. Shoot. Here we go. Sounds good, Pokesaurus. Get some good sleep. Not very dear. Hi, you look very majestic. Wow. Like it definitely looks like Xerneas, don't get me wrong, but it just that is a majestic beast. I can't hit it with a Pokeball. Looks like you made contact with our target. You're up against Xerneas, one of the legendary Pokemon of the Kalos region. We need you to catch that thing. Aye, aye. I'm just remember. Wait, was it Steel Psychic? Is that right? Oh no, Fairy, right? Because it's when we introduced Fairy, right? No, what are you? I literally don't remember. Pure Fairy? Okay. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I could not remember at all. For some reason, the feet always made me think that it had a steel dual typing. But I think Klefki's the only steel fairy, right? Yeah. Because Gen 6, they introduced fairy types, so that makes perfect sense. It's already pure fairy. Oh yeah, Tinkaton. True. Ding ding ding, you sure did it. And to the victor go the spoils, meaning congrats, you got yourself a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. When we found Xerneas 5 years ago, dude, I love what she does with her forehead. It was basically dormant in a tree-like state. It was a lot easier to secure like that compared to what you just had to do. But even then, you could feel the life force just rolling out of it. Roiling? I'd be researching Pokemon's life energy for ages, and I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Being Xerneas again after all this time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from traveling about freely or leaving Lumiose. Then there was all that mess with energy leaking from the tower and powering up wild Pokemon. The energy's probably even what caused all these Pokemon to flock to the city, wanting a taste. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we've managed to prevent even more trouble from befalling the Pokemon here. Looking at it that way, it's nice to know why my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. And you still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. So maybe you can take a breather today, but I'm still counting on you to get that work done. Okay, very nice. Now we just need to talk to Lysander, yeah? Oh, right. Get me out of here first. Get me out of here first. Oh. Oh, that's just the Infinite Royale. I heard it cost $5 million just to join Team Flare back in the day. Damn. They all got money. A being that gives and a being that takes. Both actions are vital to maintaining balance, but in excess, either could destroy it. My memories remain vague, indistinct, yet there is one thing I know. Long ago I tried to give too much, but my good deeds saw no reward. I wallowed in despair and resentment, and I decided to take everything for myself instead. Then came Zygarde, a being that seeks to correct excess, to find moderation, to restore balance. I can only imagine that this is what would save me, the one who fired the ultimate weapon. And now I must ask something of you. Battle me so that I may see who you truly are as a trainer. Okay. I wonder what Lysander's team's gonna be like now. And why do I feel like my team is painfully underleveled yet again somehow? We're just gonna, just don't look, don't mind me, okay? Guys, don't look at me. This is important. Just gotta do a little bit of that. That's okay. That's all it is. It's just a little bit of that. And maybe Trill is so low, but I don't really have enough candies. So what, he'd be 57, and then with all of these, maybe get him to 60? It doesn't seem that worth. Oh wait, I've got feathers. I forgot about that. I've gotta look into some stuff here. You know, let's just try the battle. Let's just see how it goes. Let's see how our levels line up. Are you prepared to battle me? Probably not, but we'll do it anyway. I once believed that victory was the only meaning that could be found from battle. But I'm certain that I will enjoy battling you. Looks so cool with one eye closed. I wish I looked cool like that. Oh, he's blind. Oh. He still has Pyroar. I probably should have guessed that he would still have Pyroar. That does make sense. Oh. He burned me? He solar beamed? Oh. We washed him away, Starmie. Gorgeous. Interesting choice. Oh. Level 78. I might be cooked. I might be cooked. Good job, Starmie. Good job, Starmie. Keep surfing on him. Sableye. Don't mind me. Don't look. Everyone close your eyes. Oh my god, Starmie recovered all its health because it loves me. That's crazy. It burned me? Keeping Starmie in there was crazy of me, I won't lie. The Will-O-Wisp still got him? Tragic. just got 3 more Pokemon? Oh no. Garbodor, okay. Oh no. Wait. Holy moly. This is last mon. Gyarados. Is it Mega Gyarados? Look at how we cooperate, human and Pokemon. Perhaps there is beauty to this world. Wow. He took the ring out of his back pocket and just threw it in the hair and caught it. Wow. He's like, I'm not wearing this thing. Ah, oh, god dang it. Okay. This was good to know. This was good. I'm so sad. It actually wasn't that bad of a battle though. I think we just make a couple of slight changes and we'll be all right. Dum 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 dum. Dum bum 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 bum. Just a couple of slight changes. Dum, 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 dum. Bum, 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 bum. This is a little toxic, I think. Garbodor is not a Lysander poke in my head. Well, he hit rock bottom. This new Lysander? I get it. Old Lysander, never. He would never look in the direction of a Trubbish. New Lysander, he's like, you and me both, bub. They all have what he's having. Like, Ice Fang the Pyroar because I'm not paying attention. I'm memeing too much. I've got to be stopped. Someone stop me. Oblivion Ring! It looks so cool. You know, that was a bad Pokemon choice, though. What was I thinking? Truly, what was I thinking? Geomancy is such a cool move. Xerneas attacks pretty fast. Majestic. Uh-oh. Good job, Skarmory. Skarmory attacks really fast too. I'll never get tired of Surf's animation. It's so fun. It still went off. It still went off. Oh, the stat change? Whoops. Whoops! Open your bag, Charlie, please. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I like new Lysander. Been a very fun character to have. Alright, it's okay. This is all up to me and Scolipede anyway. That's my boy. Excellent. I can feel the fire of your convictions burning deep within your heart. What can I say? This is why we battle, to reach an understanding. Trainer to trainer, trainer to Pokemon, and Pokemon to Pokemon. I suppose this is why Az, like you, wished for the ZA Royale to resume. 5 years ago, a group of children stood against me in defiance. Oh, baby just woke up. If I'd tried to understand them, perhaps I would never have fired that ultimate weapon. I like that he's always in 10% form. He's just in a little dog form. Zygarde. She did not wake up. I lied. She fell immediately back asleep. How curious. I believe it meant to beckon you to the tower. That much is what I can intuit from my experience with working with Zygarde. What it wants with you at that fateful place, I cannot say. It wants to be my friend. Like, you have to battle me in 100% form plus mega form. Dodge my cannon of doom. It's the makeover lady. Do I trust her? Hey, you get one more shot, Claudia. Claudia. You put me in wash jeans. I'm scared. What the fuck? I look like a mime. What'd she put me in this for? This bright-ass red belt. I'm like, yes, I'm a Mega Salamence trainer. How did you know? How could you tell? Okay, see if we can go here real fast. Hi, Madish. Bulba. Bulbasaur. Yay! Will you battle Zygarde? I will! I will do it. Holy shit. Oh no! Why didn't I change out this ugly outfit? He's level 84? You must prove your might to Zygarde. Oh my god. But he's only in 10% form right now. So I'm just gonna assume that this is going to change. Ooh, this theme song is cool though. The 10% form is so cool. Yeah, he's definitely not going to stay in this form the whole time. I just have a feeling. He's weak to Ice and Fairy. He's also weak to my Scolipede. Hit him with the gunk shot. Uh-oh. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Do I have to fight him 3 times? Get him, Scolipede. Get him. My worm. I love this form. This is my favorite form for Zygarde. Like, obviously, 100% is still really cool, but it just goes crazy. Wait. Whoops, I'm making mistakes. I'm making so many mistakes. Ow. Let me just tank that really fast. Oh! I didn't dodge? Yikes. Lost the battle. Okay, well, that's fine because I gotta wrap it up here anyway because I have to get my stuff done. So maybe we'll just let's do this really fast. The SBC. Oh. Hold on, hold on. Is there... Gotta be... Can I look at the camera? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, wait. I should be doing my... Hold on. I should be... Whoops, wrong one. Oh, thank you. How much HP does the player have? Who knows? Not me. How am I gonna get the shot again? Whoops. Wait. I gotta come back. Gotta come back. I have to stop doing that. I gotta go up a little bit. There we go. Wait, no. A little bit. There we go. Okay. What was that photo, Charlie? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my other photo. It's only about my new photo. Okay, we... let's save there. I've got to get this stuff done, so... Alright guys, I hope you have a great night. This was kind of a surprise stream anyway, so we got a little bit more progress done on the story. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be live tomorrow morning for that trailer. We'll just have to see. No, I don't have any promises right now, but I'll let you guys know. Have a great night, and I'll see you later, so Goodbye.